Sparkles Safety Spot. We are coming to you live from Memphis, Tennessee, where we are visiting the Memphis Fire Department. I have some very, very special guests with me this evening. I have Tango, the fire safety dog, with me, along with our good friend Jeff Huddleston. And welcome, Jeff.
Hello, everyone.
We're really excited that Jeff is here this evening, and we have some other special guests and special surprises for the boys and girls that are watching this evening. Now, whether you are watching live on the web or watching the recorded version of this broadcast, we are so excited that you are here, aren't we, Jeff?
Very excited. I'm excited to be here.
We're glad to have you. Like we said, this is Jeff's first time to be with us on a broadcast, and we're just really excited that you're here, Jeff. All right, first we gotta fill everybody in on what's been going on with the fire safety dogs this week. Tango has been very busy. Now his tail's wagging. Come here, buddy. Let's come up so everybody can see you. Here, there we go. Tango has been very busy sharing fire safety since we last came to you on Sparkles Safety Spot. Last night we had a really good time in Clarksville. We went to Safe Treat Night, and Safe Treat Night is a local event in Clarksville, Arkansas. The Clarksville Police Department started this event. It was the first annual event, and Jeff, there were almost 1,000 children there last night.
Wow.
Tango was really, really busy.
Probably slept really good last night.
He slept like a log, and we gave out about 1,000 trading cards last night. So it was a big night, and a lot of kids not only learned about safety in general, but they learned a little bit about fire safety too with Tango there. So we had a good time. Now, one of our really special friends was there. Her name's Chloe. And I have to just share this adorable photo of Chloe with Tango. This was last night. Hi, Chloe, if you're watching. Is that just not the most adorable picture? That's Chloe. And she is a really good friend of Tango, and we were really excited that she came by and we got to take her picture. Now, normally we broadcast from Sparkles Clubhouse, but we were on the road today. As I said, we're in the Memphis area. So we're very grateful to the Memphis Fire Department for allowing us the opportunity to be here. But when we do broadcast at home, it's at Sparkles Clubhouse. And I just wanted to share the most recent picture of the clubhouse and how it's coming along. It's all decorated for fall. You have a little bit of a delay, so bear with me. There's Sparkles Clubhouse, all decorated and ready for fall. So Tango and Siren have been helping get the clubhouse ready. And you haven't been to the clubhouse yet, Jeff.
I have not seen the clubhouse.
We're excited that hopefully one of these days you'll get to come visit.
Look forward to it.
So, what have you been up to lately? Would you like to share with our audience? Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to help us out at the Keep Kids Fire Safe Foundation.
Well, I've been in the fire service for about 18 years and been a volunteer firefighter and a career firefighter, and met firefighter Dayna 7 years ago at a national conference, and who've been very special friends ever since then. And the opportunity came up to be able to work with her and these wonderful pups, and it has just been a blessing. It's a really a great thing. I'm dying to get more involved, and you'll be seeing lots more of me.
And we're excited too that you're going to be more involved. Jeff and I share many of the same passions, I guess you would call it, in regards to fire safety. We both really believe in helping keep children safe, and just we have so many similarities that it's great to finally be able to have the opportunity to work together. So now tonight's really special because Jeff, you're here with me, and in the future what we're going to do is when we do our live streaming, Jeff will be in Tennessee and I will be in Arkansas, so we'll be able to have a live stream from both states, which will
Magic.
It will be kind of cool. Now, we have the fire safety dogs, and you never know, maybe Jeff might have a pet someday down the road that might like to join the ranks.
The fire safety cat may appear in one of the episodes.
You never know. You never know. So, welcome, Jeff, and we're glad you're here. Now, as I mentioned, we have a special guest, so what I'm going to let you do is just take it away. I'm going to go over here with Tango, and we'll be back.
All right. Well, I would like to introduce now, since we came here to the Memphis Fire Department, we wanted to get one of Memphis's guys, Memphis's bravest, here to talk with us. And so we got a few questions we want to ask Firefighter Chris about. And Firefighter Chris, how long have you been with the Memphis Fire Department?
I've been on about a year and a half.
About a year and a half. Excellent. And what made you want to become a firefighter?
I've always had a passion for helping people, and I'm intimate about the city, and I've always wanted to do this. So.
Did you grow up here in Memphis?
Yes, I did.
Excellent. So you got to be on your fire department that you grew up watching the fire trucks.
Right.
And it's like me, as a child, I remember seeing the fire trucks in the Christmas parades especially, and I was just always fascinated, and that was my first real life vision of firefighters and fire trucks, was that. Luckily never having any come into my house.
Right.
That was the good thing. So it's really neat that you grow up in a town and become a firefighter and help the people that you grew up with. That's awesome. Now, what type of things, being a newer firefighter, what kind of calls do you respond to? What kind of stuff do you do on a day-to-day basis?
A little bit of everything. We can do anything from car wrecks. We make first responder calls, which are medical calls. We basically get there first and do what we can for the patient, or whatever we can do until the ambulance actually gets there to transport to the hospital, or need be whatever they need to be done.
So if someone's riding their bike down here across the riverfront, y'all have a beautiful view of the river right here at the station, and so if someone's riding their bike and they have a wreck and hurt their leg, you guys are going to be probably the first ones there, right?
We get there first, and we take care of the patient until the ambulance is able to get there. We do whatever we can for them, and then the ambulance takes it from there.
That's excellent. And I know just around the corner you have the Memphis Fire Museum that is right here available close by for you guys, and we look forward to maybe doing a future visit with the Fire Museum and showing all the boys and girls all the neat things that are in there, from the old fire apparatus like the one behind us to the collection of toys in there, the fire trucks and all the fire things that they have collected in there is just amazing, and we can't wait to show the kids that. So maybe you'll be able to join us when we do that episode in the future. And but now what you only work like one day and then you're off a couple of days and then you work another day, or how does that work here?
We work a day, off a day, work a day, off a day, work a day, off 4 days.
Ah.
And it keeps
Sounds
the
like a great
rotation
schedule,
going.
doesn't it?
So basically 3 24-hour shifts every other day, and then off for 4 straight days.
Right. Okay. Very good. So do you do anything on your days off that involves something other than firefighting?
I'm actually in paramedic school right
excellent.
now through the city, so that's keeping me too busy to do anything else.
Excellent. So that'll keep you even busier when you're on the job.
It will.
You'll be probably riding a different piece of apparatus after that. Yeah. So you'll probably be riding an ambulance a lot after that.
Yes.
All right. Well, excellent. Is there anything else you want to share with everybody about something about the Memphis Fire Department that you thought was extraordinary or different, or anything that just really made you want to stay here and be on this fire department?
I think the Memphis Fire Department, they strive on public safety and fire prevention. I think that the whole city, it's a big fire department, so I think the whole city works together, and it does a great job of supporting and providing assistance to people in need.
Yeah, I've been fortunate enough to work a lot with the City of Memphis Fire Department over the years, and it's impressive with this many people and being able to do the things that you all do together and to keep the city safe. We appreciate everything that you all do here.
Anytime, we love doing it.
And as far as the do you know how many stations there are in Memphis? Or?
There are 56, I believe.
56 stations. Wow, that's a lot, and so we have to have enough people to man those 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and that's a lot of people.
There's 3 shifts, so you got an A, B, and C shift. So the days I'm not working, another shift's working, and we just rotates. So
a lot of
it works
people.
out perfect.
A lot of people, a lot of firefighters out there, and I don't think people realize that.
Yeah, there's right around 1,600 firefighters in the city.
Wow, 1,600 firefighters. And that may surprise a lot of people out there because, usually we just see at the most a couple of trucks out on something, or, see, or maybe come to a station and see a few guys and a few trucks. So
right.
That'll probably surprise a lot of people knowing that there's that many in one city.
Yes.
Very impressive. And as far as this station here, now you said this is the first time you've worked at this particular station.
It is.
Now, where is your station that you're normally based out of?
My station is just south of here. It is actually on McNeil. We've got a pumper and a truck, and I've been there since I came out of fire school.
Oh, so you've been lucky enough to get to stay at that station most of the time?
Yes.
So just had to travel today to a different station? And
We rotate. There's pretty much 2 people to each position on most pieces of equipment, and so we rotate in and out. One person has to go out for a couple of days, and I get to stay at my station. So
we're glad you were here today and got to talk to you, because if you'd have been down to your other station, we wouldn't have got to see you. Well, is there anything else you'd like to say to everyone watching? And if they come to Memphis, and something that you would say, definitely come and see if you come to Memphis.
Definitely the Fire Museum, like you were talking about. It is a great place for kids. It's just a neat, fun place. It's even fun for adults. It's neat to learn about the history and see all the neat stuff they have.
I've been there dozens of times, and I still love going in there because I always see something I missed, from before. So I really enjoy it. Well, Firefighter Chris, I really enjoyed you being here. And I'm sorry. Oh, a safety tip. Leave everybody with one safety tip that you think is very, very important.
The main safety tip, I think, for everybody is to make sure you have working smoke detectors and fresh batteries in them. And every family should sit down and have a exit route out of the house and a plan for where to meet if something bad was to happen.
That's right, and practice it. That's the thing that I keep emphasizing to people also is they got to have that escape plan, but it doesn't do any good if they draw it out, put it up on the refrigerator, and then nobody ever practices it. You've got to really get it to where it's just a memory that you automatically know what to do when something happens. And you talked about making sure we've got fresh batteries in the smoke alarms, and that's one thing coming up just next week is the time we change our clocks back. We fall back an hour, and for decades now we've had that old thing about change your clock, change your batteries, which is a great reminder for us to change our batteries in our smoke alarms. So glad you mentioned that. That's something that's coming up in a week, and we definitely need to let everybody know that.
Yes.
All right, Firefighter Chris, appreciate you very much.
Enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Be
safe.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Firefighter Chris. I had no idea there were that many fire stations in the Memphis area.
A lot of stations.
That is a lot of stations.
But you think that's a lot? There's a lot of area here to cover. So
right.
Got to be ready.
Well, Jeff, have you been to this particular station before?
I have.
Can you tell a little bit about it? About what makes this station unique?
Well, it's very unique because it's glass almost all the way around the whole bay. If you could see this, it's glass all around the outside, and then there's a main command center in the middle of it. And it's just a very unusual station that I had come here several years ago, and someone was telling me that it was like the fishbowl. You know, you're in here and there's no way to hide from everybody. They can see you in here and from every angle, but it's got a beautiful view. I mean, anywhere you look out here, you've got the historic downtown area, and then to the backside you have the river, and it's just a gorgeous place to be. And I was told that this is the Rock, right? This station is the Rock.
One thing too that I really like about this station is that it has something in it that not a lot of fire stations have these days. I wonder if you could guess what that could be. Tango, can you guess?
Well, it's just out of the picture.
Let's see if we can turn this around. If I get it the right way. There it is. Do you see it? Boys and girls, do you see what's behind me? It's a pole. Is that the correct?
It is.
Do you want to tell Firefighter Jeff, do you want to tell a little bit about what the firefighters use that for?
Well, the fire pole was to get you from the upstairs sleeping and bunk room to downstairs to get on the truck a lot faster and a lot safer than coming down the stairs. And you know, in some places I've heard they were safer and some not. Depends on how fast you go down the pole. So you got it's an acquired, a learned technique of sliding down the pole. It definitely
Have you ever
is.
slidden down a pole?
I have.
You have at the fire station that used to be at, or?
No. Actually, at one of the old fire stations across town here in Memphis that still had pole. It was one of the original fire stations that I got to do it there, and in Nashville Fire Department.
Really?
An old station that still has a pole.
Nice. Well, that it's. Do you fellas still use yours? Yep. Off and on. Yeah, they're really, really nice to see. Like I said, you don't see that a lot, especially for the boys and girls that might be watching that maybe live in a rural area. They may not have a two-story building. I know in our fire district, I don't believe we have any two-story buildings, but so some of the boys and girls that maybe live in more of the rural areas haven't seen one
Maybe
before.
something they only saw on TV or in the movies.
That's right. That's right. So it's kind of nice to see that, and I wish we could talk somebody into doing that for us, but I don't know if we could or not. Let's see. Firefighter Jeff, Firefighter Chris gave some great safety tips for the boys and girls this evening, and it brought along one of our smoke alarms. Is there something that you would like to share, maybe? How about a tip for the grown-ups for smoke alarms?
Tip for the grown-ups, a lot of people, you know, time passes a lot quicker, and I've known this from having a daughter. Time passes so fast, and we don't realize that if our smoke alarms are more than 10 years old, they need to be replaced. Not just the battery, but the entire unit needs to be replaced. And, you know, I'll talk to people and say, you know, was your house built before 2001? And they're like, oh yeah, it was built in the 1980s or whatever. And we've never put up new alarms. We'll always just put new batteries in. So they definitely need, you know, people don't realize that 10 years is not very long when you're looking at something in your house that you don't realize, you know, something you don't pay attention to every day. So they don't realize how a lot of them are out of date. So every 10 years, the whole unit needs to be replaced.
One thing too that I learned from Firefighter Jeff is something that at the time I hadn't thought of, but something you did special for Avalon whenever she went to a friend's house. Mm-hmm. What would you do?
Well, our daughter, when she would go to a sleepover at a friend's house, we would always talk to the parents and make sure that they had working smoke alarms in their house. And it was one of those things that was a deal breaker. If there was no smoke alarms up in this house, we would volunteer to bring smoke alarms over to their house, put them up for them. But that was the thing. She was not allowed to spend the night anywhere that there was not a working smoke alarm. So, you know, it was one of those things that it was kind of embarrassing to her, I know, but one of those things that's our job, you know, and especially being firefighters, that was really our job even more than just being a parent. Being a parent and a firefighter, we really emphasized the fire safety and going to someone else's house.
And I have a feeling when she goes off to college, she's going to be decked out
She's going to be in a sprinkled dormitory right next to the exit.
You know, that is a great tip for not only parents but caregivers. I mean, if you really care about those friends and family that are coming to stay with you, you really want to make sure that you have working smoke alarms to help keep them safe, right?
And make sure that, you know, if you have, you know, like having a teenage daughter, having friends come over that spend the night, make sure those friends know your escape plan also, because they're going to be in a home that they're not familiar with. And if something happens and the smoke alarm goes off at 3 o'clock in the morning and you wake up and you're not all awake yet anyway, and you're even more confused because you're somewhere that you're not familiar with, that's something you need to go over with before bedtime, is make sure they know where you're supposed to go and where you're supposed to meet when you get outside.
Where's your meeting place at your house?
We have a tree.
A tree?
A special tree.
A special
It's the
tree?
climbing tree.
The climbing tree.
It's been that since like 4 years old. That was the special tree.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Our meeting place is the mailbox. So the dogs and everybody in our house knows where the meeting place is. Boy, come here, Tango. Come here, buddy. He's looking really, really handsome this evening. Here. Here, Tango. Up. Come here. Good boy. Tango, do you have anything that you want to add? Do you have anything that you want to add? He really enjoys being here in Memphis. This is one of his favorite places. Actually, Memphis Sparkles, when she was with us, she really enjoyed coming to Memphis, visiting. We actually took Sparkles to the Memphis Fire Museum at one time, and Tango hopes to be making a trip over there very soon, but I know he's really excited. I wish you could see his tail right now, but it's really wagging really fast. He really is so happy to be here at the Memphis Fire Department. Anything else that you would like to add? We're getting ready to wrap it up here. How about the website for the Memphis Fire Department? What's the I tell you what, we're going to go get that for you right now. And while we're doing that,
You might even be able to put a link up on your website to the Memphis Fire Department.
we can put a link up
website.
on the website. We would be more than happy to do that. Definitely would be happy to do that. Just want to mention while we're getting that information that the next issue or program of Sparkles Safety Spot will be November the 15th, which sounds like a really long way away, but it's going to be here before we know it. And we're going to be streaming live from Sparkles Clubhouse. This is the Fire Museums. We're going to go ahead and give the Fire Museums website. And Jeff, if you'd like to read that, I don't have my glasses on.
Me neither. Okay, it's www.firemuseum.com. That's pretty easy to remember.
And we love this logo. I wonder if you could guess why we love this logo. It's because it has a Dalmatian on it. Yep, there you go. So if you're in the Memphis area, you might want to visit the Memphis Fire Museum, like Jeff said, and like Firefighter Chris said. They have lots of great stuff going on. Okay, so Jeff, here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Now, for all the boys and girls watching, we're going to do the Junior Firefighter Oath. And I know you haven't done this with us before, so
I'm anxious to hear it.
So here's what we're going to do. Everybody, raise your right hand.
Right hand.
And repeat after me, and we have the firefighters in here raising their right hands too. Okay, here we go. Repeat after me. I promise
I promise
to practice fire safety
to practice fire safety
every day.
every day.
Congratulations, you're all junior firefighters. Good job, boys and girls. And thank you to the Memphis Fire Department and all the firefighters for helping us administer that oath. And to you, Jeff, you can get a very own copy, your very own copy of the Junior Firefighter Certificate right online on the Sparkles Safety Spot website. If you go to www.sparklesthefiresafetydog.com/. SparklesSafetySpot.html. That is a
got that
really
right.
long, yeah. There will be a quiz. We would also like to invite you to visit the Keep Kids Fire Safe Foundation website. We are constantly updating the website, aren't we, with lots
Absolutely.
of
And there's
materials.
going to be new videos coming in. We're going to do some little fire safety videos that we'll be adding to the website.
So
Looking
we're
forward to it.
very excited about that. As I mentioned, our next show will be November 15th. And in the meantime, please visit the Fire Safety Dogs Facebook pages. They are www.facebook.com, Sparkles the Fire Safety Dog, Siren the Fire Safety Dog, and Tango the Fire Safety Dog. The dogs are constantly busy putting up things on the computer. I could never get close enough to the computer because they're always using it, updating their Facebook pages. Aren't you, Tango? I know you do. So please feel free to visit that. Also, like I said, the Keep Kids Fire Safe Foundation website. We would like to thank, come here, buddy. Come here. You can come say goodbye to everybody. Up here. Up. Good boy. Good boy, Tango. We would like to thank our sponsors. Without our sponsors, we would be unable to do this program. We would like to thank First Alert and also the Keep Kids Fire Safe Foundation, and a big, huge thank you to the Memphis Fire Department, to Firefighter Chris, and also to Firefighter Jeff for joining us this evening. This will be one of many, the first of many broadcasts that we do together. And until next time, stay safe.
Bye-bye.
Bye.